Hello and welcome back to Brits Abroad with me, Aztec. As promised, we are back for the final game of the season against Real Sociedad to see if we can secure Europa League football. Now, we have got a few issues with the team going into the last game. As you can see down here, we have picked up a lot of injuries and suspensions. Grant Hanley for that red card in the last game against Eibar. Jack Grealish for picking up 5 yellow cards. James Morrison still injured. Andy Carroll still injured after that. After the injection that we gave him in the last game went not particularly well, meaning that we've had to bring in Lawrence for Grealish, Terry for Hanley, and Crouch, of course, for Carroll. So we'll have a quick look at the table before we get into the game. So as we can see, with one game left to play, we need to see if we can secure Europa League football. Villarreal have secured it for winning the Cup, but we can still get it from finishing 6th, I hope. But Sevilla are on 30, also on 59 points. So, and Villarreal, and we won't get it if we come 7th and they've qualified for the Cup. I don't think so. Really, we need to win. We need to win, which is a problem because we're not in great form, and Sociedad are 15th, so they are beatable. But we need to play a great game. We might as well get straight into the game. Terry, Lawrence and Crouch lacking in match sharpness. I can see here Januzaj, ex of United, Illarramendi, who used to play for Real Madrid, Ruben Neves, really a few recognisable names there. Go out there, play a natural game. Let's try and keep the lads chilled. Let's get straight into it. And we're off. Crouch kicking off there for the Expats. So we will swap this to latest scores to see how both Villarreal and Sevilla are getting on. Sevilla are playing Real Madrid, so that may help us. I didn't quite catch who Villarreal were playing, but currently we are in 6th. We're in the position we need currently. Lawrence through to Vardy, through to Crouch. Offside for Crouchy. So currently we are down to 7th. Villarreal have taken the lead. This is a disaster. So where are they? So they've gone 1 up against Getafe. Qualification in our own hands. That's all we can ask for at this point. Come on, Expats. Disastrous defending by Meffin there. Just about get away with it. Shot and panicking. There's no need to panic. We've got plenty of time. 1-0 win and we're through. Well, we're not through. We qualified, which would be an outstanding first season for the Expats. Overrun in midfield. They always say this, and I've got higher possession. Of course, if we go to... We've gone 1 down. Already a mountain to climb, and we currently are down in 9th position, which is a long way off the European positions. So now we need 2. Vardy now plays the ball in. Crouch. Oh, how has he missed that? That was an absolute huge opportunity to get back into this game. Well, this has been a terrible half of football. It's trickling into half-time without much incident. Got a lot to do to turn this result around. So we currently have dropped all the way down to 9th. Show a bit of desire, lads. Come on. We'll go to attacking. We need the goals and we need them fast. Villarreal still leading at Getafe. We're going to go bold early here. We're going to take Shotton straight off, go Lennon and have an outrageous attacking formation, which has worked for us before. It's 2-0. Well, then we definitely make the change because now we need 3 goals in 40 minutes. Shelvey comes away now. Can we counter? Tunnicliffe with the ball over the top to Vardy. Through on goal. Can't finish his dinner today. Getafe do draw level against Villarreal. Our rivals in the Liga are doing everything to help us, but we can't help ourselves at this moment. Lennon with the ball into box. Shelvey hasn't scored a single goal in any competition this season, which is really poor. Okay, we're going to have to change to the 4-4-2. Maybe we should have started with that. At least we can keep all players in the same positions there. I'm currently sat in 7th, but that is not good enough. 1 point would be enough, but we do need to find 2 goals from somewhere. Desperate times, desperate measures. Defensive forward defend. Wilson, poacher, Crouch, target man. Having to go all out attack now. So we need 2 goals in 9 minutes. And we're currently in 6th. Villarreal are losing. The two goal loss. We may still qualify despite losing. And there's one pulled back from McTominay. Somehow this isn't over. Somehow we are not falling out of the Europa League. You could tell the absolute dejection in my voice. But there McTominay pulls one back, and Villarreal falling behind means that we are now sat in 6th position. It's risky, but it is not over. As we can see, Getafe have gone 2-1 up against Villarreal, and time is almost over, but we might do it by the skin of our teeth. We may qualify for the Europa League, despite this terrible performance here against Sociedad. Not long left. We're relying on other results, which is not what we want. As Villarreal make it 3-1, is that enough for us to drop down a position? Because that's another goal against us. But now all we can do is hope, as full time is surely about to be called, and it is. As the game finishes, we're in 6th. Obviously, a poor performance. We will certainly let them know that. And team talk, but well, what a cliffhanger! And we do it. We finish 6th. Let's look at the full table stages. Europa League qualification. What an anticlimax. What an amazing anticlimax, but I'll take it. So the skin of our teeth on 2 goals of goal difference, or maybe even head-to-heads in this league against Villarreal, which I assume, looking back on our games against them, I think we drew and beat them. Villarreal, yes, 3-2 at home, and away from home, it was 2-2. So yes, head-to-head or goal difference, either way, we've done it. That's amazing. Look at that. For a terrible losing the last 3 games after that amazing run of form, but who cares? 6th position is secured. Wow, we've done it. Let's have a look at some of the highlights and lowlights as we've done that. So as you can see, I'm still recoiling from the shock. In fact, let's have a look at what the emails say about this. Sociedad East to victory. Who cares? Reveals Fiori. Who cares at this point? Bonuses paid out, 3 million for their finishing position. Boom, we'll continue a couple of days. See if we get any messages about... And here we go. This is what we wanted to see. Vardy happy to stay as we have qualified for the Euro Cup. Boom, Europa League qualification secured in the most useless manner possible. Vard scoops, well, this is part of the season review. Vard scoops, top goal scorer in the league, 28 goals. He does just ahead of Suarez, who also gets 28, so I assume he played less games. Passionate congratulations on winning. Been a good years. Manager of the year, I come 3rd, you know what? I'll take that. 39% win ratio, you know. We've come 6th. That's amazing. And Jamie Vardy gets in team of the season. Well, we'll have that, won't we? End of season rewards. Fans player of the season, Vardy, Carroll, McTominay, love it. And we'll watch Crouch's goal of the season, which if it's the one I remember, it was an absolute boomer. You see Lawrence, ball over the top in our not often used 3rd kit. Vardy tees up Crouch. What a hit from range, and that was possibly our first win of the season away at Athletic. But what a win it was. A great goal in what has been a great season all around. Young player of the season, McTominay, can't argue with that. Let's have a look at our phoned-in season review. Scarce pundits would have been brave enough to pluck Marbella Expats out of mid-table obscurity and mark them out for bigger and better things, but the Expats did exactly that, surprising everyone as they broke free from the pack and secured continental qualification. We may be going home. What if the Brits abroad get a UK team in the Cup? That's what we want to see. One of the competition's feel-good stories, defying expectations, owing impressive spell of form between February and April that saw them move into 7th place and were able to celebrate a job well done. Well, we actually finished 6th, so shows what you know. But after a shoddy start, we were down in 17th, and even as late as mid-season, we were in 14th. To just push up, and we just held 6th for the last few weeks of the season. Fantastic. We'll have a quick look through these results now. We've struggled at the start of the season. Those back-to-back wins against Athletic and Valencia helped us a lot, but then we went an awful long time. That was at the end of September, and it was the start of November before we won again, beating Celta. Then we had the disastrous episode, which was the Levante and Leganes. And then things started to pick up a lot. We started winning against the smaller teams, which helped a lot. Now, we may have lost to Barcelona 3 times in 4 games, but then it was really after that when the outrageous run of form began. And then that ended up 69 points or whatever we finished on ended up being enough. 59 points, in fact, ended up enough for us to finish 6th. So let's have a look at the squad stats. Have a look here on this screen. It's got a little bit more detail to it. So we will sort by appearances first. Vardy played the most games, 38 with 2 substitute appearances. Strong. Anyone not play? Peacock Farrell didn't play, the 3rd choice goalkeeper, but everyone else got a look in, at least at some section. Goals, not a surprise to see Jamie Vardy, 30 goals in 38 games, 10 assists, so he was our highest assister as well. Carroll got into a lot better form at the end of the season, finishing with 13 goals and 8 assists, much better. And then Crouch, McTominay, Lennon, so we're struggling from goals from other parts of the pitch. There we can see the assist charts there, Vardy, Carroll, Lennon, McTominay, all the same names again. Who was the highest rated player of the season? It was actually Lennon. Obviously Lennon only 19 starts, 4 goals and 8 assists. That's decent stats for a winger. Jamie Vardy, also a 7.22. Carroll's 7.17. So only 3 over 7 rated. So we will have to look at improving that next season. But I think that will about do it, unless there's anything interesting in here. It's only Ryan Tunnicliffe who's been mouthing off about not getting enough football all season, but we've done well. Got to get some kudos for finishing in the top 6th. Here we can see average club atmosphere, but excellent managerial support. Team leaders, everyone's getting along. I think it's definitely a hidden factor in this game is that players all speaking the same language. I think it helps them gel a lot quicker because after they got sorted out their understanding the tactics a bit better, they all started to play a lot better at the start of the season. It was like we were going to really struggle to even finish mid-table. So end of the season meeting. Let's see how disastrously this goes. So everyone's got to be pretty happy here. It's been a long season, good break, win the title. No, I'm not saying that. Champions Cup. I think if we say we can go for Euro Cup again next season, that's fine. And they're all happy with that. All 24, I think that's decent ambitions. Exactly this I was after. Perfect. Only Tunnicliffe, who seems to be looking for the exit door. Not happy with that. Confidence review, well, sky high. Unfortunately, the finances are falling apart, so I may have to look at trying to bring some money in from somewhere because, well, looking at this, we have into the finances, so we have fallen from about 20 mil in the black to about 2 million, and we are overspending on wages, but we need them to pump a bit more money into the club, and I think now we've got into the Europa League, we may just do that. We'll leave it there. Will be a bit of a break now before another episode. I'll probably get into the first few games of the season next season, so after the friendlies and stuff, and see what transfers, if any, I've been able to make. But thank you very much for watching. If you've enjoyed the first season of Brits Abroad, please let me know. Like, comment, subscribe, all the usual stuff if you've enjoyed. I haven't got a catchphrase, so see you next time.